Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today you join us at Golf Repairs for You, where we're in the workshop. I told you it got more shafts. Just look behind Sam here.
A fair few, I'd say.
How many do you think you've got?
Literally thousands. I couldn't count.
This is absolutely ridiculous, Sam.
Yeah, it's like there's all wood shafts there, all uncut. They're all iron shafts pulled, new sets. There's all random shafts for reshafting if people snap a club. There's something for everyone.
Well, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be building Dan's custom fitted driver that you custom fitted for him.
Yeah.
And Dan's going to be actually taking part in the build as well and having a little bit of input into building his own club.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting one to watch this, guys. I think this will be the most professional shaft fitting that you watch on YouTube. Having seen how you fit golf clubs, I know the way that you build them will just be as professional.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to crack on and show you how this is done.
Yeah. Right, well,
so where we're starting first.
They're all Hulks.
Hulks. Has anybody seen one of these before? Sam's got about 100.
There's a fair few.
So we're looking for a
6.5, 60 we need, so it's hard in somewhere.
So if you watch the last video, Dan was fitted, and he got fitted for the, what did you call it?
The smoke green small batch.
Smoke green but small batch.
Yeah, there we go.
But for a bit of an extra charge, Dan's been able to upgrade into the PVD version, which is an absolutely sensational finish. I'm really jealous of him, actually. In fact, I'm going to be coming down here next week because I can't stand the fact that you've just found him 30 yards.
No, that's fair
I'm
enough.
absolutely fuming. And if it weren't for us being tight on time and having to get up to Leeds later, I'd be staying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be leaving until he's found me 30 yards.
Yeah, like I said, it's a very cool looking shaft. Like I said, like a rainbow finished at the tip, and it kind of just goes into the green eventually. So yeah, it's definitely one that a lot of people do.
And you're competitive on price as well. I thought that'd be a £300 shaft.
Yeah, like if you look online still, I think they are still round about that kind of price point, maybe 250-ish. But
yeah,
like I said, I've always been very fair with pricing. Not to say which always helps with people. Like I said, especially how expensive stuff's getting nowadays with clubs and shafts and stuff.
If you missed the earlier video, guys, I'll pin Sam's obviously contact details. Based in Derbyshire, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can come here, get fitted, but actually leave the same day with the fitted golf
Yeah,
club.
I'd say about everything with my fitting kit. I'd say it's about 85% that's in stock.
Yeah.
So the odds are, if you get fitted into something, you'll be able to take it away same day.
Yeah.
Which is like I said, it's a good service.
So Dan's managed to keep his old head, which he's happy about. He's got the G Max 430 9-degree head, and he had the stock Tour
65 stiff. Like I said, it was just not working. Whether it was counterbalance or just the weighting in the head didn't work. So we went from a 25 gram to 15 gram, and like I said, going then into X Flex, and I think it just helped with kind of the face into impact. Really, we need to get the face a bit more shut with the path he was creating, which we definitely managed to do.
Well, some people say that driver shafts can't get you any more distance, but I think we've proven that they can.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I said, it's if you get it fully optimised, yeah, you can definitely gain the yardages that Dan gained.
Yeah,
100%.
Right, let's get this. Where we're going to start?
Yeah, so what I always start with first, obviously you've got to grab the adapter. So I've got adapters for every brand basically.
I saw some
yeah, I've got all coloured ferrules as well. There's about 50 colours I think to choose from. So like I said, a lot of times I do iron shaft fittings as well, like upgrading the current shaft, same as what we've done with the driver.
Yeah.
And then like I said, if you need new ferrules, just something a bit different basically.
Yeah.
Just a bit more added touch. Yeah, so I've got the adapter. So take the ferrule off.
And I know there'll be one thing that gets put in these comments. What's in Sam's bag? Because it must be a pervy bag.
It's there.
We'll do a video on that bag. Don't get too close in there. Let's do a video on it at some point. We'll come down next week. But I can only imagine. I can only imagine there's some pervy clubs. I bet there's some pervy shafts and nozzles on these clubs.
There's a lot of tour stuff. Yeah, a lot of niche stuff. I play graphite and everything. So I actually play graphite in my irons as well.
Is that a PXG putter?
That's a PXG putter. I've got the lab putter.
What's that neck? Is that standard?
That's the arm lock neck. So I play arm lock putters. I can't use a normal
just have
putter.
a look?
Yeah.
I can't wait any longer.
Like I said, I'm terrible putting, so I need as much help as I can get.
Not heard of that model.
Yeah, that's a new model that's just come out.
Is it available?
Yeah, it's I've got it in my fitting kit. So that's actually a demo putter.
Can you get this at normal length?
Yeah. So you can get it. I've got that head in my fitting kit, and then there's 3 different necks you can have. So you can have a plumber's neck, slant neck, or double bend. Have a PXG done it with their fitting kit. You can have an adjustable shaft length, and you can swap the grips as well.
I'll tell you what, PXG, that is a lovely looking.
Yeah, it's very
a lot
nice.
better than the last one. The last model I saw.
Yeah,
you know, that silver on top.
They're very good.
It looks so classy.
They've done a thinner face. If I say it's a thinnest face on a putter you can get, so just to improve the feel basically.
Yeah.
And then it's got the same tech we've done in like the irons.
That's gorgeous. I have used the PXG to have a battleship.
I mean, Bat Attack they did like a Fang.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an
I have
untold
been wanting
secret.
to. You guys will know at home. I have been wanting to. Have a fitting on a lab golf putter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game changer for me. I've had it a few months, but it's amazing.
How light is that?
How light?
It's so light.
Yeah, so like I said, that's the arm lock version. You can order it any line where you want, any loft, any shaft length. I think even the alignment age is like 34 options.
Yeah.
But basically, there's no torque on the head. So
I have seen the
it
revealer.
Shouldn't rotate. Yeah, so
I've
reveal
seen
it.
the
So if you
revealer.
put like that PXG in, the head would be going everywhere.
Yeah.
I've also got the Mez Max, which is like a Fang style, but I just prefer that. It's more stable.
I wanted to try the other one, the only one you've not mentioned, the bladed
Oh,
one.
the Link.
The Link.
Yeah, the Link are
Link
very
1.
good.
Anyway.
They're
Let's
very good.
get this shopping. We could talk for days, guys. There's stuff in here. It's like an Aladdin's cave.
Yes, like I said, it's first thing to do. I always do is just prep the adapter. So, like I said, a lot of times people make a mistake of is prepping the shaft, but if you've got a smooth surface inside, the glue's never going to bond.
Right.
So, best thing, like I said, is get it's basically something you can buy from I think Diamond Golf or Gamola Golf. It's just basically sandpaper, and like so you just prep it inside, and then just tap any excess.
That's
metal
why when
out.
some people do it from home, the heads fly off.
Yeah, like I said, so it's just rough inside now, and I'll just get a bit of tissue just to make sure it's completely, free from any kind of dust or anything like that. Basically, that should be fine. And then next is prepping the shaft. So we'll prep that next. So again, from brand to brand, there's different insertion depths with the adapter. So Ping, for example, if I'm being very exact, it's an inch and an eighth that the shaft needs to be prepped to. Well, other brands are like inch and 3/4 sometimes, or an inch and a quarter.
Is it 2 inch depth, and you're just leaving a bit?
Yeah, so you can see that inch and an eighth would get you to the end.
Yeah.
And then you have a collared ferrule inside as well.
Right,
and like I said, some brands vary a little bit. And like I said, it's the same for playing length. A certain shaft length in, one club could play different in another brand and stuff like that. So it's just making sure always that, just doing some research basically and just seeing what's going to be best. So there's a few ways you can do it with kind of prepping the shaft. Like I said, one way you can do it is you can get it on a belt sander, but for me, I would always prefer to do it by hand. There's more control. If you think you're doing it and then you slip all of a sudden, you can ruin a very expensive shaft.
Yeah.
I've done it myself in the past. I've slipped, put a mark like above it, and it won't be covered up, and you've just wasted, a very expensive shaft basically.
Yeah.
So I've always done it by hand. It's just like I said, it's just more control. You can. If you need to smooth it a little bit more to get it to fit a certain way, it's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've just always prepped it by hand, basically.
It's a great point.
Like I said,
It only takes one shaft out of 100 to get damaged, and
yeah, like I said,
you don't want to make that mistake.
Yeah, of course. Like it doesn't take much. So another thing as well is make sure everything's well ventilated. Also, especially with graphite and stuff, you don't want to be getting inhaling anything. So I'll just have a check, make sure it's a snug fit.
We can't have no complaints from.
So you can see
anyway.
there, it's too snug, you know, you can't get it on, so it just means you've got to just prep it a little bit more. Again, you're doing it on like a sander, for example, you could do too much, you know, too quickly, and like I said, it's then just makes it not a great fitting.
Yeah, you don't want it. So, yeah, it's a good point. Like, should it be a really snug fit?
You don't want to be too snug because obviously
Yeah.
you've got to get the glue to sit in there as well, but I'd say snug enough that it won't be moving if you touch it.
Yeah.
You'll see in a second. Like I said, there's still a little bit to do.
You probably won't be aware of this, but we have a lot of sort of subscribers that just don't have access to this. You know, and
Yeah,
sometimes
like
they try and do it from home.
it's a dying breed, really. Not many pro shops do it. Like I said, luckily I'm quite popular around this area. You know, a lot of clubs go to me to do their repairs and stuff like that, which obviously helps me. But yeah, a lot of people just want to send it back to the manufacturer and can't be bothered with it. But obviously, if it's something like this, you know, it's not like you can send it to TaylorMade and get them to build it. You know, they've got to be done in house basically. But like I say, you can see there now, it's a good fitting.
Yeah.
You know, it's on snug, it's not moving about, but you can take it off easily. That's generally like the best kind of, you know, size reference really for it to fit in. So next thing now is cutting to the length. So we're playing this at 45 3/4, which is what I fitted into Dan. So again, this can vary with different brands. So with Ping, for example, whatever you build the shaft to, it will add 1.5 inches of playing length. But other brands like PXG, that's 1 3/4 inches. So again, it's making sure you're cutting the shaft to the correct length, basically.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've measured that out. Just mark it. So I'm marking it here. So basically, because I'll be cutting on my machine, you can easily splinter the shaft.
Yeah.
So it's just a good guide to know where to cut through, but also it just stops any splintering, basically.
Right.
And then again, I'll just measure again. Always measure twice, cut once. Yeah, so that's fine in terms of cutting. So when you then put a grip on, it'll then play 45 3/4, basically. So that's I'll get the lovely goggles on.
How long did it take you to build this workshop?
Quite a while. Yeah, just building it up basically.
Just like little things like this.
Yeah, just little things like that, just to make, you know, nice added touch, just getting it to sit. Otherwise your clubs are falling everywhere, stuff like that. So I'm going to be cutting the shaft now. Like I said, it's just quite quick to do. Just might need to move a smidge. Sorry. And that's it, basically. That's it. Yeah, pretty quick. But again, if you're doing it at home, like before I had that machine, I used to use a hacksaw.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot longer, basically. You saw how quick that was. It was like 10 seconds. You know, it's not long. Where hacksaw, it's a bit longer. It's harder to cut straight as well. Sometimes you can go a bit to the side. But like I said, it's, you know, even me, I'd love to have more equipment, but it can get expensive very quick with the equipment you can get now. It's like crazy the amount of stuff you can get.
Yeah. I don't think you need any more equipment, Sam.
No, I don't. Not at the minute. I'd need a bigger area if so. So like I said, we've done that now. Next job is gluing, basically. So like I said, again, there's lots of different glues you can use. I use Brampton, which is like a golf specific epoxy.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a quick set epoxy, so in half an hour from gluing it, you can use it.
For anybody at home that might want to, you know, experiment and try this, would Araldite be any use?
Yeah, Araldite's good. The only problem I find sometimes because sometimes I'll be building one, and then if I need to pull the adapter or club again, sometimes if you're using a glue that's too powerful, you could like ruin the shaft if you go to remove it again.
Right.
Where Brampton's good, where it sets fine, but it's quite a low heating temperature to get the glue to break down. So if I'm needing, like my own stuff, for example, if I'm tinkering about with bits and bobs, you know, see, it's you'll never kind of ruin a shaft, basically. So it's
trick of trade then.
Yeah, basically. So like I said, it's a 2-part kind of fitting with a glue, just equal amounts. And like I said, we're setting this on +1 degree as well. So again, nothing's kind of skew with the graphics. Everything's got to look square, basically.
Yeah, there's not worse, I don't think, than when someone puts a shaft in it, graphics are on top or at side, I think
it just looks a bit off-putting. Some people it doesn't bother them, but sometimes it does. It bothers me really.
I've had it with manufacturers where I fit to people and then the drivers arrive brand new and the decals aren't being lined.
Oh yeah,
it's lazy.
Yeah, it's just quality control really. Like I said, so I've got shafting beads here. So basically, what this is designed for is to make the glue a little bit thicker, so there's not as much movement basically. So use that, and then the next thing I use is called black pigment. That's Brampton again. Basically, you put a tiny amount in, and it turns the glue black. So again, if you've got the odd club where it's hard to sit flush and it wouldn't look great, showing glue, the black glue just kind of blends in with the ferrule. It just hides it. So I said, it just makes it look better. So you don't need a lot at all, only a small fraction.
I did tell the subscribers at home this would be the best club build they would have ever seen. And I have never ever seen so much depth in gluing a shaft. Have you?
No.
Never seen that before.
So just to make sure, worst thing you want, you like your club championship and your driver head's falling off first hole or something. It's.
I mean, to even go into the depth of colouring the glue.
Yeah, like I say, it's just a nice little.
Thickening the glue.
Just a nice little touch. So always get a bit going in the adapter first. That's the main thing, making sure that you're prepping with the glue everywhere. So into the adapter, mixing it all around. Like I said, luckily a lot of adapters have like a line inside to kind of get it bonding better, which helps. But again, so it was that. Then get the ferrule. Glue all the ferrule. Push that together. So that's that done. And then get the shaft.
I'm so jealous of this shaft, Dan.
Thank you.
So get it to the top as well. I need a little bit. And then last bit, just into the ferrule there. So everywhere's glued now. So you've got about 5 minutes to kind of move it if you need to. So this is on +1, graphics at the back. Just like that. Just tap on the ground to make sure it's fully on. And then just a case of wiping the excess glue. Normally you can get away with it just doing it normally. If not, you might need a bit of acetone just to kind of clean it up even more basically. But yeah, it's generally not too bad.
You're not going to regret going for PVD.
You think?
That is saucy.
Tell that to my wife.
Well, should be watching.
Well,
So that's that, and then we'll grab the head. Wherever the head, where is it? There. Under Olsen. And so it's always easy if you've got the head on hand, just so you can line everything up properly.
If your missus is watching, Dan, the shaft that you're pulling out of this, we're going to get more when we sell it on YouTube than this one.
yeah. That and the 0% finance deal I got on the other makes it worthwhile.
I don't think you'll believe that one for a minute, but...
So up to 10. And then, so just line the shaft up, which to be honest, that's spot on already. Not even need to adjust it, and then need to leave it set for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, so the glue's like firmed up a lot, it's cured, and then set the grip on, and that's it.
And then Dan, you're going to put your own grip on. So we're going to show Dan, and obviously you guys at home, how you can re-grip your own driver.
Yeah.
And Dan's going to get hands-on.
Can't wait.
But yeah, it's just got to set now for
Right.
20 minutes, and then we can go. Yeah, I'm just going to double check it. Yeah, so we're going for multi-compound red in mid-size, logo down. But also, because it's a different model grip to when we had the fit in, when we build it up again, I'll then go back down and just double check the swing weight's the same as what we had originally. Because again, with the grip being heavier, can make a difference on on the performance basically. So yeah, we'll sit the grip on first, and then we'll pop back down and just double check it.
Let's do it.
All right. But yeah, let you do the grip.
Thank you.
If you're up for it.
Why not?
So like I say, if you take that, so it just needs to be clamped into the machine. So basically, if you kind of get it about there, and then you'll know straight away if the clamping's a good kind of pressure. Yeah, so it's a bit too much, so we'll loosen it a little bit. Yeah, so try it again. Is that a bit tight? Should be okay. Right, and just make sure the head's square. Yep, so that's fine. So that's head's nice and square. So next thing's obviously the tape. So with the tape, how this roll is designed, it takes the backing off automatically. Okay. So you literally pull it in both sides, it's double-sided. So you need to pull that off until you get to the ridge there, so the little dash there. Yep. You want your tape to the end of there, and then you want it just over the end of the butt. So a bit more, and then that should be fine. Rip that off. So you want a fraction going over the end. Yep. I'd say about 1/2 inch.
See if you can do this first time.
I like how he's asking me what 1/2 inch is.
Oh, you know what that is.
That should be fine. And then we'll just double check that it's fine. Yeah, that's perfect. And then you've got to make sure now that the trick is make sure there's no creases. Obviously you don't want any creases kind of showing up on the grip. Yep. So it's just a case of trying to smooth each side, make sure there's no creases with anything. And make sure it's fully on the back.
I can hear him giggling.
I'm laughing because he's
done a good job.
All this length and perfection.
And I've come along and butchered it.
In fairness,
that feels
that looks
alright.
very...
I mean, I don't know about join, but
I think that seems okay. I'd say if you look on top, there's no creases.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's beautiful, Dan.
He's done well there.
I've seen worse fitted ones, and I'm mentioning no names.
So all we've got to then do, so obviously it's sticking over the edge, so just twist that slightly.
Twist?
Yep, so twist it, then push it inside. Just like that, that's it.
Good at
so
that
just seals it. And then, so I've got my white spirit there. So hold the hole there, to make sure nothing's tipping up. Just pour a fraction in. Yeah, it's a little bit more. Just make sure that'll be fine. And then, so put it down for a sec, take the other end, hold it, and just shake it.
Up and down.
Yep, that's fine. And then just, just start to pour it slowly over. Obviously, it can tip out quite quick. That should be okay. And then just slide it on.
Grip down.
Anyway.
So logo down, so you want it that way and push it. Might need a bit of force.
I think it's so funny watching people do stuff like this at the first time.
Gaz, shut up.
Oh. Yeah, that's it.
It's not. I've had this issue before, I just can't think where. Right, we're sure this is right size?
Do you want me to...
Show me how pro does it.
So I'll just put a bit more in, just to make sure the tape's setting too quick. I'll do it from
Come
here,
on, Sam.
that angle. There we go.
Ah.
I would stand where you are, but it's fine, don't worry about it. And like I said, just make sure it's on. Normally you can tell straight away because the spirit will then push out at the end. So that's been on, you can tell it's on fully. And then just a case of getting like a rag, just wiping everything down basically.
So excited about this club, I can see it in his eyes, he can't wait.
Just because one of us has got a new shaft.
Wow.
And like I said, I use white spirit. There's a few ways you can do it. You can use like normal grip solvent just because it's odourless, but white spirit's always been the old school kind of way of doing it. And like I said, then it's just a case of just lining it up basically. Like I said, it's logo down, so you're not really going to see anything anyway, but if we ever change the setting, you don't want any writing kind of being misaligned. Not far. Right, so then flip it up. So it's a bit out at the minute. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, that's so let that set, and then we'll we'll pop down again and just double check the weight. Might need to go a little bit heavier in the back of the head, and then it'll be weighted fine, and then it'll be good to go. And then just a little nice added touch at the end. Anything built by me.
And it definitely guarantees 300-yard bombs, yeah?
It should do. And then just get my own sticker on.
Let's have a look at that. Golf repairs for you.
Yeah, so that's now basically good to go when the weight's been sorted, and that's it.
So guys, I hope you've enjoyed them 4 videos from Golf Repairs for You in Derbyshire, which, you know, unfortunate for you, Dan, we're going to be back next week because I'm not having you hitting it 30 yards further than me.
It happened before today, it's just got even worse.
Honestly, I'm so impressed with what I've seen down here today, guys. You need to get yourself down. If you've got any questions on fitting or repairs, you're not going to get a more professional guy than Sam. I'm telling you now, I've been in the industry 20 years. I've never seen the amount of depth that he's gone into today. He's got all the kit, and he actually uses all the kit as well when he's fitting.
Very knowledgeable.
And I didn't think I'd be coming back down to actually have my own clubs fitted.
Oh, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest. I didn't. I thought like I was looking forward to coming and seeing all the setup and obviously, you know, seeing you get fitted. But I'm on a budget. I mean, I'm trying not to spend money, but I just can't help from what I've seen today come down and obviously see how much I can improve my game through having better equipment.
Numbers don't lie, do they?
Well, basically, we'll tell you a little bit of a. We tried a shaft, didn't we? With me, we hadn't got a lot of time because we're going up to Leeds, but we tried one shaft just from what Sam had seen, and straight away 20 yards further, and we've not even gone into any depth yet. So I'm going to come back down and have a proper fitting, and I'll share that with you guys. So yeah, make sure you hit him up, and any queries you have, definitely
drop him a line.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.